self-doubt. And to be honest, it has never brought me down. No, 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 no. I'm really glad I'm not walking around believing my inflated ape brain has figured it out. And suddenly you realize that everything you'd ever told yourself were lies. And believe me, I can sympathize, 'cause everything I ever thought I was made me cry. Like and I'm really glad I don't take part in your big search for who you are. And I don't care that I sound arrogant, but knowing who you are is just for amateurs. And suddenly you realize, yeah, that everything you ever told yourself were lies. And believe me, I can sympathize. Oh, still everything you ever thought you were made me cry. To be honest, it made me wanna die inside. And I'm sure I did, but just a little bit. And suddenly you realize that everything you'd ever told yourself were lies. And believe me, I can sympathize, 'cause everything I ever thought I was made me cry. Yeah, and suddenly you realize that everything you'd ever told yourself were lies. And believe me, I can sympathize. Still everything you ever thought you were made me cry.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining me. Smash that like button. We have a small crowd, but things happen. Such is life. Gotta rebuild once mamus. Hello there, Corey Coconut. Thank you for the thumbnail. Love, really appreciate it. What's up? It ain't that. Deborah W, Tracy, Virvi, Katrina, Edna, Blue Eyes, Nolabu, Tradigital, Southpaw. Hi there. Old School Bert Appreciation Chicken. Welcome. And everybody else that's just listening and not wanting to participate. We're going to go through Foodie Beauty was on Real Drama Stars, and stuff happened. I didn't get through the whole thing. We're just going to go with the small section where she was on for however long she was on, and then we're going to talk about it right after. Because after this live stream, I will be with my cats, either at the front or the back of the house, and you guys can meet my cats. Of course, both Martha and Lola on my third channel. Let me put a link for that right now. So let's get straight into it. It was Real Stream News, MFW, and Bad Boy Tragic were on, and then all of a sudden, Foodie Beauty decided to come on. So we are gonna get straight into that one in a second. I gotta actually share my screen. Hey, Jessica. Hey, Mick. And hey, everybody else, once again. Let me do this. I gotta change my brand to classic. There we go. That looks a lot better. And we're gonna get straight into it. Welcome, welcome, everybody. Hey, Blistoff. Hey, Susie. S. Welcome. Let's get started. We might do regular, normal speed because it's only gonna be about like 40 minutes. She's on. Let's go.
Oh my god.
Hey, GGS. What's up?
Come on up. Come on up. Let's hook you guys up.
So what's happening is that she was in the chat hanging out. It seems what Foodie Beauty likes to do, even though she denies things, is she will actually be around, be hanging around, and will watch, silently what you have to say about her. Of course, she does this to a lot of channels. She seems to be doing it with me a lot. And I mean, I'm not trying to, drag on Foodie Beauty. I'm just, pointing out certain things that should be changed. She has been posting about my channel on her channel, which, hey, if she wants to do that, so be it. She posted that about Memphis 10 and the kind words Memphis 10 had, saying that my wife can't have kids, so we got 3 pitties, which is a beautiful thing. So that was pretty cool. So let's get started. She's in the chat. She's going to come on up. The join link was given to her. Let's go.
Oh man.
Is that her?
Hey, Flordea.
She can smell a man that wants to do her a mile away.
Oh
She
my
can smell you.
god. She just said that. Oh my god. Unreal.
Oh, boy.
She wants American citizenship, and you know what? He wants
Listen.
Canadian citizenship. This could
Listen,
work.
we've seen your picture. Come up here and explain this. Come on up. Come on. Come up here and explain.
Does Realstream News know that the red wig was actually placed there? That's not the real original pic. Does he actually know that? Because you guys know that's not the real original picture, right? The original picture did not have French fry girl holding that red wig.
Explain this. We need to know
Hi, Jackie.
what happened here. Come on.
And I also need to know what you know about this French fried fatty,
Yeah, we need to know.
who's now
Come
number
on
one
up.
on
Yeah,
the fucking hit list.
Okay, so there's no love lost between Miss Effin Wonderful and French Fried Girl. There's also no love lost between Tragic and French Fried Girl, as well as RSN and French Fried Girl. It seems the community is fragmented. I mean, channel going after channel, etc., etc., etc. Doesn't Bad Boy Tragic want to do OnlyFans with her? Yes, he does, Susie. Susie S. That is very true.
Jesus,
He does.
This is
The gut.
insane.
We need to know.
She
Come
can
on up.
smell a man a mile away.
What's up,
Holy
Freedom
shit,
Deep?
That's skill.
Uh,
Is that really her?
Did they ask
yes,
about the
it's
hijab?
really
They
her.
did.
Yeah, that's her.
They
Yeah.
did, for sure.
Oh god.
Come on up.
Hey, Fronet Sparks, what's
She
up?
was mad at me the last time we talked. I don't know if she's still mad at me or not.
I don't know
I
why she
know.
would be mad.
Pretty sorry.
Jesus.
I think you guys have been very complimentary towards her compared to
I've
all
tried.
these
I've
other
tried.
assholes out here.
I think like seriously, we're very nice and we are real with her. We try. I
For
try
sure,
to be
Susie.
real with
Yeah.
her, you know.
I mean, I hate when channels go after other channels. I wish we could, stay on topic, but that's just the way how it is these days in these YouTube streets. One channel going after the other. I mean, I don't like it. I usually try and stay in my lane. The only time I kind of have to reply is if I really do have to, as in, I got to defend myself.
Exactly.
But yeah, I just want the truth when it comes to stuff. That's all.
So we waiting
That's all I
on
ask.
Foodie Beauty.
You know?
Hey,
Natter.
Uli girl.
Wow, that mic is hot with MFW. Wish RSN would tell her to turn that down. We have not still seen Nader El Shami. Have no idea where he is at the current time. Oh my OMG! I need to put on my list that I need to ask a few people that I know if they know where he is. So let me put that on my list. I've actually been doing a lot of banking stuff that I need to get done, as well as like Amazon stuff and cooking and cleaning and whatever. Oh boy.
Yeah, I'd like to hear the story about her and French Fried Gun because
Florida says, can you do a brief summary of Tragic? I don't know that much about his story and how he is a foodie versus denizen. I don't really know that much about Bad Boy Tragic. Bad Boy Tragic used to roll with Real Stream News at one point. They kind of had some falling out a little bit. Now they're back together. He also used to roll with Miss Hussey and Vicky Vibes and the lot, gaining ground. But then as well as Negs. Bad Boy Tragic, Negs, and Hussey were, rolling together at one point. But you know how it is with creators and whatnot. Sometimes an argument that could be easily resolved between two people just using problem-solving skills fall out into videos being made or tweets being done. And, it just keeps rolling like a snowball. But all I know about Tragic is that he is part of the community, or more like community adjacent, and if you want to know more, you'd really have to ask somebody else, to be honest with you. Sticking to yourself, Monty, you've helped at least a dozen newish YouTubers. Yes, I have helped people come up, and instead of at least giving me a chance to explain things, explain my side of the story, people are brigading on me, people are talking all types of shit, believing, whatever. But you know what? In time, the truth will come out. Like I said, I also will be on Yo Mama tomorrow. If that's still on, I'm going to still be there. But yeah, you got to live and learn. Shit happens with people. I try and stick to myself. I try and be as positive as possible. But let's continue.
The French fry girl acts like she can't stand her and hates her, but then she's showing up to her live events. In the real life.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Here we go. We got.
Thank you, Susie S.
Hello.
Oh wait.
So Foodie Beauty's on.
Did you hear, Santel? Did you hear?
Doriel.
Tragic wants to fuck you.
Yeah, that's why I'm here. No, I'm just joking. No.
We already knew that.
I was just lazing around checking out YouTube, and I saw you guys were live, and I was just lurking.
Listen, thank you for coming up. Even though you're mad at me and you blocked me.
Okay, what am I?
That's the other thing. It's like there is like a love and no love relationship here with Real Drama Starz and RSN, especially between RSN and Foodie Beauty. It's like 1 minute they're cool, another minute they're not, then they're not, then they're cool again, then they're not. You never know which week or which day they're just not cool with each other.
Lying to you about? Like, we're confused. I think there's a communication error.
Thank you, Tracy.
There's a communication error.
I saw Natter release messages that showed like this fake person, but it was you reaching out to him through Facebook. Yeah. Did you reach out to him through
Facebook? Freedom D.
Yes.
So you did, but that's what I was asking you, and you said
but just that one time, like I did.
Why wouldn't you just tell me instead of blocking me?
No, because whenever you ask, I think
facts.
What you were asking me, like, when did you ask me that, and when did it actually happen? Like, you ask me every time I'm on here. You ask me if I'm talking to Natter. So, other than that one time, other than the one time I reached out to him, I don't talk to him.
I think you might have thought I was talking about a different time then, but yeah.
No, yeah, like I mean, like I don't like people obviously, and I don't blame people for thinking that because it is what it is. It's all complicated, and I don't blame people. But at the same time, like, I haven't, other than that 1 week slip up of trying to contact him, I haven't seen him like in months.
What do you mean? So, what do you mean that 1 week slip up? It's been happening a lot. Not just with Melissa Cook, but with all her other suck accounts that she has.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Okay.
Remember the stream where she was showing the suck accounts, and there were ones on there that were being shown that we've never even heard about? Like, Foodie Beauty has a plethora of suck accounts to contact Natter.
Here's about this shit. I want to know about this French fried fatty. What the fuck do you know on her? And who the fuck is she? Why did she show up at the show? Did she ask for your autograph? Because that's what I heard.
Yeah, she did.
Oh my god.
She said, if I get a book, can you autograph it? She was probably joking, but basically she just I was almost at the
Pinky Pink, is all of the women lying about you, Monty? Lying in what way? Are the messages they're showing real? For the most part, what I've seen, they are real. Is the situation skewed? Yeah, like I did ask for pictures, but they did as well. Like, it wasn't just me asking for pics. It was both ways. were at least one of them saying, "Hey, do you want pictures?" Yes. People are acting as if, "Hey, you were just asking and asking for pictures." No, I was being offered pictures, offered, and it shows in the message they showed that they said, "Hey, you want to see a sexy pic?" And I was like, "Sure," because I was offered that previously, and I said no. Then I was offered again. I said no. But then after a while, I was like, okay, I might as well see it. Sure, I'll see it. But I still don't understand what the problem is. It's private conversations between people that were chatting and were comfortable with each other. A lot of things are going to be said. And, it's just out there. That's why I don't like when private conversations are just pushed out, or things that should be settled privately offline are being put online. But that's just me. I didn't put it on there. And everybody just got to deal with the consequences.
The venue, and it was taking place. It wasn't. I don't know if the place was actually advertised. It was taking place at a private salon that the owner of the clothing shop owns, and I don't think the address was actually known to many people. They invited me personally to represent their brand, like show their winter and fall line.
Why did I ask about pics? I asked about pics because I was getting to know people. You could ask them the same question. Why did they ask me about pics or for pics? Same way, they were getting to know me. Like, we're adults. I'm sure you've asked somebody for pictures as well. Like, I don't understand what the problem for asking for pictures is. People can say no. And I don't understand if somebody's offering me pictures, asking me if I want to see a sexy picture, and I say yes, what's the problem? They're offering it to me. After a while, you just get comfortable with people, and that's it.
And they have this big celebrity who's a celebrity in Montreal. She's big there. She's a published artist. Very talks about body positivity and all this and that. And she was doing that small business a favor too, to try to make them more business. They're a COVID baby business. They spread body positivity. They're plus size clothing. I love their fucking clothes, blah, blah, blah. So anyway, I'm almost at the venue and I get an email from someone random saying, "Don't freak out, FFG is going to be showing up." And I thought, oh great, so then I'm sitting there waiting to go change into the first outfit.
Exactly, Susie.
And I see her and this her little lapdog walk in. And I'm just like, oh God, like instantly just kind of annoyed about it. And then I thought, you know what? I went back and recollected myself and I thought, how am I going to handle this? And I don't want to ruin everyone's night. I don't want to upset anybody. Maybe she's just going to be a good sport, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? So, and the whole time she was.
Here's Foodie Beauty retconning the situation as she usually does, because she just believes people don't know what the real tea or story is.
I was coming down the walkway. She would be cheering me on. She would be like, "Ooh, that looks nice," and filming everything and just being really supportive of everyone there. And then just like went and was a complete like stalking the show before. Like I didn't know she was filming my oh, there's her car and like this and that. Just like called it like just completely just like.
Oh, she was trying to get as much content as possible. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Because she has no money.
I have to give that to you. I mean, you're a lot more even keeled and humble than I am when it comes to that.
Wide awake.
And drags me on the internet every day, multiple times a day.
Bitch is not a humble motherfucker. She's on here saying I look better than everybody on YouTube. She's saying shit like that, and you're gonna try to tell us she's humble.
Right, Sean Connors, somebody told me that everybody gets this done to them. It's just my turn. I mean, okay, it's fine. I'll still stay here and, just explain in a logical fashion, my actions.
You are an ass-licking motherfucker.
She gets harassed.
Just fly her out to you already.
Thousands of times a day.
God.
Look, if Foodie Beauty says one thing that they don't agree with, there's 1,000 videos made about it over and over and over. I mean,
okay. You know what? That is true. There's dozens of videos made about it, but then those dozens of videos also help her, because then she starts getting all the views. Once she starts not becoming a person that reaction channels want to cover, then the views are no longer going to be there for her, because people are not going to have interest. And then she's going to be worried. Then she's going to freak out. So there's good and bad with anything in life. I've noticed no matter how good something is, there's always some bad. And no matter how bad something is, you can point out some good in it. So in this situation, yeah, people make dozens of videos on Foodie Beauty, But Foodie Beauty also benefits because then she can, one, just not come back online. I mean, it's gonna be hard. She might have to get a job, but it's actually possible. If you don't want the videos done, then just don't come online.
Get over
Don't, put yourself out there.
overwhelming for anybody.
She's a
Like the last guy.
harasser, not a reactor. That's what I've been screaming for days on fucking Twitter.
Hey, Meat Eating Orchid, what's up?
And then she had the audacity to come for me.
But MSW, you're right about that. You're right about. I'm just saying, like, when I say I'm better looking, I mean, like, you're right. You had a point. Like, I'm sorry, and I.
Oh, Pamela K, you noticed that, huh? You had to cut part of Foodie Beauty's head off in the thumbnail just to make it fit on the crown. I did.
Don't like to come for people's looks,
I
and I
did
don't
have
just
to.
proactively
No,
start.
that is wrong. You do come for people's looks immediately. In fact, you are a person that does argumentum ad hominems, where instead of going towards the facts like, hey, I don't like that this person is doing this because of XYZ, and make your statements, your points, and back them up with examples, all she does is, you are this, you are that, you look like this, you look like that. Yes, you do, Foodie Beauty. You come for people's looks every single time.
Making bullying videos and comment on people's looks all the time. Sometimes we can all be assholes, but all of these reactors have no fucking room to talk, and that's why I'm starting the Wayfair Mirror Fund and sending all of these bitches a full length, because they really try to ruin people's lives over hating themselves for how they look. And it's like, somebody emailed me and said all of these people are hurt people who have never gotten help. And that's exactly like, so, I want to get help now because I don't want to be bitter and hateful like these people. So I try really fucking hard not to be. And sometimes it comes out in rages because I bottle it up, bottle it up, and then something will just happen and I'm just not right. And, it's just, anyway, it's a mess.
Look, I gotta be honest.
I don't fault you for that.
All right. I don't understand why everybody thinks everybody else has to be perfect. Foodie Beauty is not perfect. I'm not perfect. French Fry Girl is not perfect. All the reactors covering her are not perfect. We all make mistakes. We all have a past. We all have shit that we, regret for the most part. Nobody's perfect. So I think one of the things that's missing is the ability to know and understand you're not perfect and to apologize and make amends and change your behavior when your behavior has been lacking or just being bad or wrong. But a lot of people don't have the propensity to do that, to effect a change within themselves. And one of those people is Foodie Beauty herself. Like, she'll say a lot of things, but then we've seen her do so many things. Like, look what she just did. She took the ferry across from Quebec today. And the only other time she's done that is when she saw 4X married guy. Then she starts talking about she knows an area that has construction workers and they're all immigrants that are available, so to speak, but also vulnerable because that they want to stay in the country for the most part. And why would you say anything like that? Why would you? Now I'm gonna have to look up Angers, Masson Angers, and Beauchamville and Buckingham to see if there's construction places around there. I think those areas are being built up to see if those are the construction areas, and that's where she's getting men now, because I've never heard anybody talk like that, where there's an area of men that are foreign that do construction and this is where you can get them. I'm like, I've never heard anybody say anything like that in my life.
I can't take anything.
Well, actually,
serious.
no. I did hear her aunt. Auntie Rasta did say something like that on October the 2nd, but it was about Jamaican farmers.
Like any type of commentary from French Fry Girl now,
No.
like when it comes to you, I think it's all bullshit. I think she's a fangirl, and that's really all there is to it.
She asked for a fucking autograph, CJ. Can you believe that? Are you kidding me? That says it all right there.
So what else
Right,
happened?
suicide.
Anything else?
So then after the show, I was walking to my car and she was smoking, which apparently she told her fans that she quit. I don't know if that's true.
So what if she smokes or she doesn't smoke? Like, what is the big deal about that? Lisa B says, you smoke Foodie Beauty in front of your cats all the time. You smoke. We've seen it on camera. We've seen it in the past. Well, wasn't it like last night? No, it wasn't last night. It was the night before. She was smoking the the weed. She was, having the green, and her cats were around her. So that was the 4th of October at nighttime. She was smoking weed with her cats in and out of the area that she was smoking in. Lisa B says, off topic, but does anyone know where Natter is? That is the real pressing question right now. Where is
But she
Natty
was
Daddy?
smoking cigarettes, and I was just like, hey, what are you doing now? Like, just, I was going to my car. And then I'm like, so what are you guys doing now? And I'm just like, yeah, thanks for being a good sport, blah, blah, blah. Just kind of wrapping it up. I'm not just going to walk past her and just ignore her. I'm a fucking human. Like, whenever you're face to face with someone, it's so different than online. Like, and I think that's what she experienced. Like, maybe she didn't know.
Pinky Pink asks, and where is Justice? Justice doesn't talk to me anymore because of the whole situation I'm in. So we haven't talked ever since she messaged me and told me off. So I haven't spoken to her since then.
How she would react face to face with me either, and she was just like, I just have no choice but to be nice, kind of thing. I don't know.
She
but
just came off extremely fake, though.
She was, yeah. But she is extremely.
You use a good ear filter, yeah.
She is.
You do need a good ear filter, especially if you want to smoke inside. But her balcony is right there. She has two, in fact, one for her room and one for the kitchen. There is really no excuse to be doing it inside of the house. Like, if I was a smoker, I have three areas: my front veranda, my upper level veranda, and I also have my deck in my backyard. I could just smoke there.
And I rage because it bugs me that people have no problem believing every little fucking thing she says, like, for truth, like that I drive to Montreal to buy coke. Never ever happened. Any coke I got, why would I drive to Montreal? Natter fucking he would give it to me. He would go get it for me in Gatineau. Why would I drive to Montreal for coke?
But we did see her last summer driving towards Old Port and was driving around as if she was looking for someone or somewhere, and then she got back in the car and then left that area. Do you guys remember that? Because I do remember that distinctly, and that was in and around the time that she was in the height and the midst of a habit that wasn't good, the habit of the powder. I do remember that, and it was so strange because a lot of people are like, listen, she is driving to Montreal, not to go to Orange Julep. Remember those drives last summer? She would just hop in the car and drive 2 hours to Montreal, and she would say, oh, it's just for Julep, and then drive back 2 hours. Why would you take a 4-hour trip just for Orange Julep? I mean, some people do, but not like every single day, because sometimes she'd do it 2 or 3 days in a row. And that is one of the reasons why people are saying she was driving to Montreal for the powder. Because why would you go to Old Port? Because I remember explaining Old Port. Old Port is a tourist area. And when you have a tourist area, you know what else comes along with that? People seeking party favors. And when people start seeking party favors, then there's going to be people dealing those party favors. And so then those two worlds collide and come together. And then that's one of the explanations I said about Old Port, because I have been asked if I want any stuff to party with on several occasions when I've been to Old Port, and I've always said no, and that's why I have the genuine understanding that that actually does happen. Hey there, PetSmart.
Oh, so like, and people just take that as truth, and it's fucking detrimental to your reputation. Like, she's lucky.
Yeah, she's saying I'm a meth head, and I don't fucking appreciate that one bit either.
No,
she's out here people are doing shit they're not doing. I can understand that. And I will say this: you may be a lying motherfucker, you may be all these fucking things, but there's not one reaction channel that all look like you. They're all talking about your weight. They're all fucking talking business. They all fucking look like you. There's not one hot motherfucking reaction channel out here saying, "Oh, Foodie Beauty." Da, 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 da. They're not going to do that.
Yeah,
no, it's not a fat motherfucker. It's like French fry girl, and she's got real fucking nerve talking any kind of shit like this.
All right, I'm gonna say this: not all reaction channels are the same. Some reaction channels are a bit harsh than others. Some are nicer. Some just point out irregularities, peculiarities. Will point out maybe you should have made this decision instead of that. Not everybody is just gonna go in and fly off the handles. So I hate when reaction channels are just put in all one category. There is a spectrum of how people react to Foodie Beauty. So I wish that people would actually factor that in.
And then she wears her pony to the side with a big old fat head and then wants to talk shit. I can't. Right there's the picture. There it is. Yep.
Oh, yeah, I had a similar Adidas shirt and I had to burn it.
Oh my God.
She wore the Adidas shirt probably as like, oh, look, it's me. Like, that's my signature thing. You know?
Yeah, it's her signature thing.
People. And look, French Fry Girl, she's a fraud. she was a Twitter
Man,
troll.
everybody's
All right,
bashing.
and then she started, making fun of other people, and then she latched on to you, Foodie, and then that's where she erupted, like she exploded on the platform, I guess, in some sense. She saw that it made her money. The more she harassed you and made up these lavish and outrageous stories, the more people got.
I mean, I've seen MFW in the top more times that I can count. Like that's her go-to top, isn't it? That black one.
Chat rooms, and she's just continued to
with the
do
stuff
it.
on the
And
straps.
now it's invading your real life, which I think is fucked up. It's wrong.
Yes, exactly. You nailed it. It's invading
Right,
your
Wookie?
life, and it's
They're really gassing Foodie up, aren't they?
to the point where she's just more and more just trying to find,
New
shit
ways,
to say,
new content. Yeah.
none of it's true. And it's just, and now she's coming from my family, talking about my aunt, and it's also not true. My aunt's been nothing but supportive. I mean, what family members are able to completely change somebody? Like it's just they just
Right,
go
Dynamite?
so low, and
Exactly.
it's just like, and then I'm the vile person. This is apparently why I'm hated, right? Like it's so stupid and hypocritical.
I didn't know that. She's back drinking. I haven't been keeping up with MFW. The last time I heard, she had mouth surgery, something with her mouth, and then something happened with one of her dogs, like she had to give the dog away. Is all the women lying? I actually haven't been keeping up with that, Pinky Pink. So let me just answer that question, and then we can have the end of it. I haven't been keeping up. All I can say is, as far as I know, with the messages and stuff, the messages are real, but the way how it's being put out to you, I don't like, because it was just regular adult conversations between regular people, especially with the timeline. On my end, it makes sense. I wasn't talking to everybody at the same time. Let's just end it with that and put an end to this. Mary, welcome. Right, Deb? Hey, Belize and Mimi, welcome.
I don't get it. But
when you do that, there's always karma to face. Like she's getting destroyed on the farms. They're bringing up all types of shit from her past, like
she's just fake. She's a fake bitch. But I gotta ask you, Chantal. I need to ask you. So from now on, are you gonna be like honest with me when I ask you questions from now on? You promise you'll be honest?
I'm always okay. Like I can't, unless maybe there's like miscommunications. And honestly, I change my mind so much throughout the day and I also forget sometimes, like, oh yes, I did say that to someone, and then I change my mind without explaining. So I am a very confusing person, and I know that.
Is BBW Veronica's OnlyFans worth the coin? Yes, Chef Cook.
Redux? Some things I say are just absolute, like.
Wait a second. Are you doing a redux when you're cooking? I don't think that's a good thing. Or maybe it is. Who knows? Or unless you mean redux as in revived. I don't know.
Unbelievable, and I'm crazy and everything, but I do try to be absolutely honest. That's the whole point of my channel. I try to be absolutely honest about how I'm feeling, because what's the point of like being fake? I hate fake people.
I just don't. Listen, because there's been times that you've come on here, like I just want to recap. Like there was the accusations towards Natter. I mean, we had that, and then you said that it happened. Then you said it didn't happen. Then you said it did happen. And I just like people get mad at us for allowing these things.
I'll say it again to the people in the chat who are like, "Oh, you're support." I don't fucking watch her. I don't know what she's lying about from one thing to another. So how the fuck am I supposed to call anyone out? Like I said, she may be a goddamn liar. She may be whatever. I have my own reasons why I hate fucking French fry girl. Has nothing to do with her, whatever. I'm just pointing out the fact that her content is solely on Foodie Beauty.
We know why MFW has no love lost for FFG. If you don't know the history, well, I guess you don't know. But they do have a history with each other. I mean, if you're going to react to somebody, then after a while, that person might not like you. I mean, but you're reacting, right? Farting on cakes is a thing. It is Susie S. Farting on cakes is a thing, and it can make you money. Foodie Beauty is a pathological liar. The amount of lies that roll off Foodie Beauty's tongue, if you actually know what's up and what's going on, and she doesn't pull the wool over your eyes, and you know the history, then yeah, you could say that.
That's it. And she's got multiple platforms doing that. There's a difference between reacting and harassing. And this is harassing.
I agree.
Like, I'm
There
not
is a
supporting
line.
Foodie Beauty.
Yes.
I'm not supporting Tragic. The only one I support is CJ because he gives me money. That's it.
That's fucked up.
So
Listen,
you're an ass
no.
with her too.
she's an employee of Real Stream Media. At the end of the day, you know?
I mean, seriously, what am I supposed to do? And yeah,
Facts.
fuck my boss on the way out. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Listen,
Uh-huh.
it's
how
all
it is.
good. But look, Chantal, you
So-
promise to be truthful when you come on
Yeah,
here.
of course I am.
No, she's not. She always does skew reality is what Foodie Beauty does. That's why she likes the panel. She gets out a false information out there about her and about the situation. Kelly Witt says, Monty, I missed your live earlier. I think Foodie Beauty was hotel bees and with married refugee last night. All this BS. She got the ferry to the hotel this morning to drop off their key. Right, exactly. I'm thinking the same thing as the 4X guy.
You listen to all these fucking idiot trolls in the chat. That's not my problem, pal.
Right, Susie?
Okay,
Right.
so all right. So as far as like, let me ask you a couple questions then. So currently, when it comes to Natter, what's your status with him?
What it's been all this time. I have no contact with Natter at all. I don't know where the fuck he is. He's probably just offline. I mean, why? If you were Natter, would you want to be online right now?
Well, I see him come
Exactly,
on. I see him
Ileana.
pop up every here and there. I do. You know.
Oh, really? Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I don't follow. Oh, cute puppy.
Right, Wookie Lover?
I don't follow.
I mean, you have 4 people here bashing FFG. I'm not sure what your standing on FFG is, but you know, they all have their specific reasons for not liking FFG. I, for the most part, understand the history between each of these individuals. So I have a real understanding of why they're doing this. But if you don't really know the history of each of these individuals when it comes to FFG, then you might not really understand what's going on. So yeah, this is like a complete bash fest. I didn't actually know it was going to be this bad because I didn't get this far with what I was watching before I had to do this react. So yeah, I'm really not liking it, especially what's been going on with FFG lately. But like somebody said in the chat, everybody has a turn in terms of a few people or, you know, a lot of people coming together, ganging up on you and saying this, saying that. I just wish people would actually do their due diligence and really learn what is the truth and what isn't the truth before making or taking any type of action.
So I don't. I mean, sometimes I will admit, like, I check the channel to see if he's been live or because I'm curious too sometimes. But
Somebody said he's in jail. Someone said he's in jail. Is that true?
I don't know. How would I know that? You guys would know more than me. I have
don't know.
no idea. I have no idea where he is. I don't know anything. He's with Didi now. He might be in jail. He's got cases going. Everyone knows this. Reaction channels are covering him more than me now. I was talking about him when I was in it with him, and now I'm really the fuck out and still dealing with you know, emotional backlash from that. But other than that, no, I'm just, yeah.
I think she's still dealing with him the way how
I have
she's
no
talking
idea.
like that.
And to say I don't care fully where he is, overall, no, I don't. But a little curious, obviously. But
right, Wiki Lover? Yeah, she did even said that before that she was the Twitter troll. Then her video about, you know, like something along that's like weed smoker reacts to Foodie Beauty and it just blew up, and then that was history from there.
Why? Why are you curious? Why?
But yeah,
because everyone's curious. You don't have to. I mean, just because I'm
Foodie Beauty is twisting things.
following the story too, like, you know, like in a way. Just
So
curious
what's
if he's in
this about
jail. Not because I
you
care
wearing
about
that
him.
hijab, trying to go to Kuwait, and then that night they're saying you're fucking a married dude last night, and now today you're online saying what's up to Tragic. So what is this?
Yeah.
She's just trying to make me
What are
jealous.
you doing? You trolling
Yeah, where was she last night?
people with your head job? Because Pete's is saying you're only, and I have that on my fucking Twitter. He says you're only wearing it when you talk to him.
Well,
That foreign dude.
I met a guy, and you know how I am. Like, if a man is like just the right, you know, and just offers me the world, I'm very impulsive, and I need to learn to better protect myself. But I'm very, you know, he said all the right things, blah blah blah, and was just bored,
Exactly,
and I
Pia.
just, yeah, and to be with him, I would have to wear that. So I wanted to try and see if, you know, if it was something I'd be comfortable with, and just whenever I talk to him, he prefers I wear that, so I was doing that for him. And I understand like the different parts of the culture. So it's just there's some parts that obviously I'm not I don't think that long term will be comfortable for me. And I think it was just really impulsive. And
I think overall, what she shouldn't have done is wear that hijab. Like you're playing a very silly game, and it's a dangerous game. Especially when Peace was like, "Oh, she's only wearing that whenever she talks to him." Like, why would you do that though? It's such a false representation of what's you. You could easily just tell the guy like, "Hey, if we get serious and this becomes a very serious thing, then I will seriously consider converting, wearing it. But for right now, we're not serious, so why would I do that?" But that's just me. I guess I'm just too logical.
Girl, you're gonna change yourself to be with the dude that you like for the moment.
no,
You
yeah,
gotta
that's
know
what
that's not gonna work out. You're trying to get on 90 Day Fiance. Quit it.
Exactly as MFW said, it ain't gonna work out if you gotta change yourself for somebody. People should just like you for the way you are. I mean, there's also gonna be certain aspects that you might have to reconsider or make compromises for. But overall, if you gotta do like drastic changes in your life, then that can make you very miserable. Hey, Abby W.
I'm
Are
on
you?
you.
Are
You're
you?
going to 90 Day Fiance. Which one ever will stick.
I can't. I'm not allowed. I'm not
Why?
American. Oh
Why
my
do you
god, if I
go?
marry Bad Boy Tragic, he's American, I'm Canadian, we could be
Ooh,
on fucking 90 Day
ooh.
Fiancé.
Why do you go
There you
for
go.
all these?
Again, I know.
There
That's
you
why.
go.
Why do you go for all these foreign guys though?
Does that make any sense to you? If you're gonna marry Bad Boy Tragic, you can be a 90-day fiance. I'm like, you're already married to somebody. How can you be a 90-day fiance? You can't be married to two people at the same time, right? Are there any states that you can actually have that? There are, right? Which states can you be married to multiple people? Because isn't there like sister wives show? Which states
Are
can you
you
be
trying to
married?
like
The young ones.
dangle? Are you trying to dangle citizenship in their face? Is that what you're doing?
No, the minute I smell anything citizenshipy, I fucking bolt. I don't like that.
Hey, Pink
No,
Unicorn.
I really, I'm just honestly like the class. I love men. I'm boy crazy, and I've
Okay.
always been since like I've started puberty. I've just always been so obsessed with men, and I love men from every culture. Like just they have all such differences and like
But
different ways.
why do you always tend to like go with the guys who probably don't have like a green card or a visa to be in the country that they're currently in?
Right.
I don't really think about it. I guess just if a guy gives me attention, I just go for it, like the right kind of attention.
I gotta be honest, like I don't. A lot of foreign women aren't reaching out to me, so I think you might be. You might like. Do you just have a thing for like that type of guy,
I just
or
have my Tinder set on global.
Still
Basically.
lying.
so you're
Yeah.
like
Why would your Tinder be set in global? Man, that's the
you're
worst
like
thing to do.
you
Because
like all.
here's the thing. Whenever I'm not with a guy in real life, like locally, I can always chat with guys like foreign. You never know who you're going to meet. The world is a huge place. There's billions of people all over the world, right? So maybe someday, and I am planning on traveling in the future with my channel. I would really like that to be a realized ambition. And I would like to meet more people. And the more people I meet from different countries, I just like meeting new people. I get bored with life and I just want to just start shit. I don't know. But
Okay,
yeah.
so who are you?
She really, really wants to travel, but then when it really comes down to it, she never does. Hey, D-Rob, what's up?
Speaking with like are you like actually like are you talking with anybody currently besides Tragic?
Besides tragic. Listen, looking
Yeah.
at this face, TJ, most people when they're bored color. I get engaged and try to move to Kuwait. No, I'm just joking. No, I am.
Oh wait, so you're engaged? Are you
Well,
engaged?
well, I was, but I don't know about how.
What? She was engaged over the internet? Make it make sense. So, how long did she know this guy? And then you just say, okay, we're engaged now. No ring, no nothing. You don't really need a ring to be engaged. I know culturally in like North America and many other places, you got to do it with a ring. But seriously, engaged after what, like 1 or 2 days? Make it make sense. Can we hear that again? Because this is baffling to me. Let's hear this again.
Board color. I get engaged and try to move to Kuwait. No, I'm just joking. No, I am.
Oh wait, so you're engaged? Are you
Well,
engaged?
Well, I was, but I
She
don't know about
was?
how that's all
Okay.
been
You
working out.
were. Wait a minute.
Well, if
And
we're
I
getting
heard,
married, if we
I heard you were banging married men too. What the fuck's going on here?
here's the thing, so this guy lied to me, this one guy from Turkey, he fucking lied to me, the
Wow.
friggin' asshole.
Oh
And he was, but the communication barrier, we have to use translate. So one minute, I don't think he understood me. I was like, are you married or what? Because yes, technically he was married, or he is married, but his wife, he's not probably going to see her like ever again. He's here as a refugee and she's stuck over there. And he's lonely here and looking for love here. And he said she understood that and it's his culture and all this other stuff. So, but technically, yes, I guess he is married. And that's why I'm like, fuck this shit, you know?
Wow.
no.
But
So
there's a whole hotel of Turkish men nearby.
What?
wait,
So it's not
how
just
do
the married
There's a whole hotel of Turkish men nearby.
how
man
do
that I
you
was.
how do you even know this? Like, what the fuck?
What
I mean,
the
if
hell?
you meet one, you meet them all.
Wait, you're not involved with some gangbangs, are you? Like,
Oh no,
would you ever be involved with a gangbang?
no! Are
Okay,
you
what?
kidding?
Well,
I'm
I'm
38 and I use a CPAP
well,
machine. You want to kill me?
well, wait a minute. If
What-
you go down
what
to the
is going on?
The Turkish hotel, you might find yourself in that type of situation. I don't know.
What is going
I don't
on?
know.
I'm ridiculous.
Oh,
Is it a possibility or no? What do you think?
No.
Oh boy.
Well, I mean, I don't know, but I don't think so. I'm not planning it. I'm not planning it. That's what I'm saying.
You're
Oh,
not, So
okay.
you're not open to it.
Well, I mean, if I'm there visiting and then like a whole bunch of hot guys come in with a dick swinging, like I'm just joking.
Like,
No,
you-
I'm
like
not
the-
that kind of person. I'm pretty vanilla.
Okay, so you wouldn't be like, all right, guys, whip the dicks out. You know?
No.
Okay.
Women
well,
are not really like that. They don't. You whip it out and we go ooh. You know, it takes some kind of like. Well, maybe sometimes it depends, but
Whoa, what do you mean? I don't.
Okay,
Sometimes.
can I give some insight here? Let's give some insight for 1 second because this is getting deep. So, Canada is very welcoming to refugees and people in bad, tragic situations, and the Quebec government will do this thing where they'll bring in a whole lot of refugees. They'll try and house you with people that will welcome you, like really good, nice, honest Canadians. And if you don't get a spot there, what they'll also do is they'll rent out hotels for you. So there have been times where refugees, let's say from Syria or from Ukraine, are housed in hotels in places like Montreal or Gatineau. So this is an actual thing. It's an actual thing where they'll house you in hotels. So Foodie Beauty is literally telling us she knows which hotel Turkish refugees are being housed in, somewhere close to her. And what she is doing is going to this hotel/motel and hooking up with these men. Thank you, Killer Kowalski. Really appreciate you. Can you imagine? Can you imagine this? This woman knows where. That's not even funny. She knows where the Turkish refugees are and which hotel is housing them. So putting two and two together, that's literally what she's doing. She's going to this hotel. No, man, that is wrong.
Katie, are you like that with dick pics? Are you like?
What I don't know.
If a guy whips his dick out
Hey,
and
Don's
lets you in,
Hot
it's a
Box.
really nice penis, will you be like, oh yeah, or will you be like, okay, I need more than that?
No, like I don't. What do you mean? Like in a picture of some guy sends
No,
it to me
like
online?
if a guy's in front of you and he's
Right,
really
Sean
hot and he
Connors?
just pulls his pants down and he's got a huge, nice wiener, is that enough to turn you on, or do you need more?
Oh, I need more than that. I need more than that. Yeah,
That's what I'm
dude, there's
saying.
too many
It's more than
good-looking
just
pictures
Right,
around the
Wookie
world
Lover?
for me to be like, oh yes, I'm gonna jump right on that. No, fuck no. Did you buy my drink? Did you take me to dinner? What the fuck you doing? Like no.
Right.
So it all makes sense now. No wonder like she keeps going to this like hotel and meeting all these guys. So that's why she's met like video game guy, and then she's met this other guy, then this other guy. No wonder she's meeting all these guys in like this fast fire format.
That's right.
No, hell no. When you got there's too many men out there. I wouldn't go at every swinging dick that shows me their pecker. Hell no. Not even
Yeah.
that.
It is
Do you have a
dark
good
in there.
conversation? Are you hot? There's so many different factors, but no, not just.
Exactly.
There's like
Well-
people who are shitty people and are good in bed, but they'll motherfuck your head and everything else. And fuck that. I've been motherfucked too many
Right, Susie Sai says that's why they are in hotels all the time. They're refugees who are looking for housing and a vulnerable woman to say yes.
times that way. You know?
I don't know. And it's
Well-
always the ones who are super good in bed who always motherfuck your head. That's always how it is.
So
Pretty much.
like, I heard that you were trying to like push forward with a lawsuit though, like with
Yeah,
what
what's
you-
up with
Not
the
a lot.
lawsuit?
Well, I'm trying to find ways to protect myself, and somebody emailed me, and it made sense, like about a restraining order, because this person, I know all of their legal name and everything, and they live not far from me. So and
Ooh,
I know
who
when
is
Natter had that protection, like
Right, Meadowcat?
she wouldn't be able to harass me in real life, you know?
Who?
Hey?
You're talking about FFG?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're
So I don't know if that's the best option, but I mean, I just have to figure out what to do, and I don't think I'm gonna like announce it, but I don't know. Probably will. I talk about everything.
One of the
Sure.
weirdest things I remember is how she befriended your ex best friend and got really close with her.
Shannon.
I always
Actually,
thought that
that's
was really
yes.
odd.
How's that?
Yes,
odd.
that's also invasive. You're right, bad boy.
How?
That's so like invasive also.
How? Shannon needed a friend. You weren't there, so somebody was there. I think that situation was warranted, to be honest with you, because I look at this as a loss of life situation. I do not want somebody to be unalive because somebody wasn't there for them. So for me to look at the situation, if I've got to drive for 2 hours to see somebody so that they don't do something to unalive themselves, I'm going to do it every single time, every single day, because Foodie Beauty should have been there for Shannon because Shannon was there for her. So is she on here live? No, Cindy Talks. This was from 5 to 6 hours ago. I'm just going over it right now because I didn't have the time earlier. But yeah, with the whole Shannon situation, I think it was really warranted. I don't want somebody to lose their life. I'm not sure what percentage or what high chance it was for Shannon to do what she thought about doing. But at the end of the day, I think the wisest decision was for someone to be there for her. Because one of the first things they ask you, if you ever talk to one of those hotlines, they ask you, hey, do you have a friend or a family member to speak to? Do you have somebody that could be there for you? And it really does matter if somebody is there for you, because somebody being there for you, just like one person, it could be two, maybe three, but at least just one person being there for you really does matter, and it makes a whole difference in somebody's life, especially when they're going through sensitive times like that.
You know,
there's a
and
trend.
yeah, there's a trend here. There's a trend, and honestly just makes me uncomfortable. Like a lot of the shit I can
Exactly,
just fucking take with a
Scowfinch. It
grain
was
of
very
salt. Like
low.
honestly, there's a lot of reactors I don't even freaking notice. And it's just I don't like people like taking advantage of me in ways that like are detrimental to me, you know? So I need to try to protect myself. Fuck
What
that.
do you think about the Alex's Shook guy? What do you think about him?
I don't like him, honestly.
Why? Why don't you like him? I think
What?
he's all right. I like his style.
I think he's a good person,
Yo,
but I
Nader
don't like
Mars
watching
DD.
him. Like I don't like
Why?
I find him fake. I can't stand his voice. Number one, his voice makes me want to like
What? I think that's the
his
best part
voice
about his
is
channel. I
so
love it.
annoying. His voice?
Yeah. Why? What's wrong? What's wrong with his voice?
Well, I just don't like it. I don't know. It just
Right,
irritates me.
Floria, exactly.
Okay.
It's
Uh-huh.
like
It's
it's
kinda
like
like a
Valley
whiny,
Girl speak or
nasally
something like
voice.
exaggerated.
So yeah, some of the things Chantel has done to insert herself into the life of men is absolutely far out there.
Okay.
Way
Hey,
out there.
nasally,
Nasally
yes,
voice.
bad boy, very nasally. Same thing with FFG though. Their voice, and Kaya. I don't like people who sound like Marge Simpson's sister. I can't listen to them for more than 2 minutes. And I'm not being mean. It's true. I don't like it, especially if they're talking shit about me. Why would I listen to an annoying voice talking about shit that's just like dumb conspiracy theories about my life that are not even true? So no, I don't like him.
What about the other guy who live streams? Gary. I like him. He's fucking.
I think he can be funny. I think
he's
Gary's funny.
I
I don't
think he's
find
very-
Alex's Shook funny at all. He's just boring and nasally.
Hmm.
But I thought he's nice and seems like a good person though. I don't
To
have
each
any
their
malicious.
own.
I don't feel any malicious intent from him. So I don't bother with him, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
okay.
probably
So-
one of the nicest out of the bunch.
Yeah,
I would
yeah.
say so too. Yeah.
Gary
I've
can
seen
be funny. I mean, I don't really
Gary's-
want. I don't
I
have
like
time.
the googly eyes. I like the googly eyes. I like that when he wears the googly eyes. funny as hell.
The googly eyes, huh?
Yeah, there's some people who are really, really funny, and
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
yeah. I'm like
Man.
Katie. Katie, we're both Aries, so like she's raged a fair amount of time in her YouTube career, so she can probably understand. Like sometimes it just gets so fucking much, and people piss you off. Like I don't know. There's no other explanation for it,
Yeah.
I think
Man.
MFW against FFG, she would teach her a lesson.
Oh
I
my
don't think
god.
she could go
Really?
blow for blow with her.
Well,
Not on her best day.
FFG just goes low and makes fun of people's bodies and everything, and her audience
What
is
do
too
you do,
fucking
Foodie?
dumb and like-minded with her to realize that all of that shit is irrelevant. Like grow the hell up. Anyway.
Well, it's mostly projection. On her
I just
part.
don't understand why
Yeah.
she's not being called out more for her fakery when
I
trying
know.
to
She doesn't. That's what bugs me.
going to interact with you and I just think that she's a fan and it's really fake. I think she says whatever she thinks the groups whatever she thinks the whatever the farms want to hear, she says. That's what she does.
People are
I'm a
so
Leo, and I'm not
people
like
want
the
to hate me
typical-
so bad they're willing to
Mhm.
believe anything from anybody. Even if that person is more fucked up than me, because they don't know anything about that person personally, because I'm more open, right? So I make myself vulnerable. I make
You're very open, Foodie.
myself open to attacks. Beat up on me,
Exactly,
fine, whatever.
Abby.
Just don't interfere in my personal life and don't fuck with my money and don't fuck with my family. Just like every other human being on this planet, And don't lie about me, but I mean, that's unavoidable. That's gets done to everybody, gets done to friggin' celebrities. What do little YouTubers have a chance of? You know what I mean? Like, it's hard. So, I don't know.
Well, doesn't she in one breath she says she doesn't want reaction channels to talk about her because blah 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 blah. Then just now, in another breath, she's literally saying, "Okay, fine, talk about me. I don't care." So which one is it? Hey MJ, welcome. Smash that like button, everybody. I would really appreciate if you could smash that like button. It helps me out.
That's why I'm saying in this space, RSN, that there's a piece that's missing. I mean, there's a little bit of it, but it's just all negativity. All Foodie Beauty is the worst person on the planet, and nobody holds these people accountable. Rarely happens.
Wait a minute.
what's
Hold on.
That's the missing piece.
Wait a minute. Hold on. So someone just said, "Well, don't post a pic of FFG abuser." Wait, what's that about? Foodie, what's that about?
Ooh,
What?
we
I
know
didn't
what
hear
that
that.
is
Oh,
about.
don't post a pic of her abuser?
Yeah, did you
So,
post that?
yeah.
Lisa B?
So somebody.
Oh no.
No, listen, I didn't post it. Here's the
Facts,
explanation.
Lindsay. Yeah, you
Oh,
did.
no.
You did post it. What do you mean you didn't post it? You put it as a thumbnail for your Vlogtober. I believe it was day 4. So what does she mean she didn't do it? Yeah, you did. It's literally still there with a devil face, a black devil face over it with the words "not natter psycho." So what the hell are you talking about, Foodie? It's literally right there. I'm looking at it right now.
That whole stream was not nice, but what I did was somebody sent me all her information, like legal information. I'm not going to dox it, but I need it just in case
Oh no.
I go legal. So somebody also sent me a picture of her ex, because here's the thing. I only found out about her talking shit about me and all this coming on the scene. She was like portrayed herself as this like person who knew Natter, and because of her ex, through her ex, who was also abusive and all this shit.
Wait.
So from the get-go, she's in
Right,
certain
Wookie Lover
Wait,
constantly
someone said it was
lies.
your thumbnail though.
Yeah, it's your thumbnail.
Yes, but I'm explaining that, and you're not
All
fucking
right.
letting me
Go ahead.
explain and listening.
Go ahead. I didn't know that. Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
So from the beginning, in my opinion, she inserted herself thinking that like she would always compare. I had a 2-hour long conversation with her on the phone. She would always compare her ex to Nader and the situation to her and her ex with me and Nader always. And she's from the get-go inserted herself in this and made up lies.
So she was making similarities because she didn't want what happened to her happen to you. So that's why she was saying, this is what happened to me. I don't want it happening to you. You need to get away from your situation right now because it's way too similar to mine. What is wrong with that?
Like on the phone saying she knew details about the stabbing and all
And
this
she
and that,
did.
which was all
She did. It's not all lies. It might be semantics in terms of like certain things were incorrect, but those are little details. The overall picture was that FFG told you whatever happened to her, she doesn't want it happening to you. Get away from this guy because she knows about this guy, and she was right. Overall, generally, she was right, and she was very concerned about your well-being and your life because shit could have happened and went left with Foodie Beauty a lot of times. Remember the times when we used to sit back in like October, November, December, especially December, and think, holy crap, what happens if for some reason, you know, Nader really goes off and then Foodie Beauty is just like done. And then he really goes off on live stream. Like I was so worried with the CPAP rescue. And those many moments in late December when things were really, really, really rough, she needs to really know and understand and appreciate how lucky she is.
lies. She lied to me from the beginning. And so are you guys there?
Yeah, we're here. Yeah.
Okay. So then just basically like from that moment on, I just realized, like, had an epiphany, like, before I went live, and I was like, you know what? This person is probably just, that's why I said, like, my thumbnail was the picture of her ex, but I hid the face and just said, he's not Nader. Because I feel like she's...
Jackie Hawkins says, did you know SJam has removed all videos? Watch last Jessica Messica last video to know. Okay, I will watch the latest Jessica Messica video to figure out what is going on. I have an idea, but I just don't know the details because once again, I'm doing my own thing. I'm trying to stay in my own lane in terms of like videos, making videos and live streams and doing content. So I can't really keep up with other things because not only do I have one channel to run, I have three actually, because this is my second channel. I run my first one. I'm quite active. Then I got my third, you know, but I will look at Jessica Messica stuff. Corey Coconut says, this beach makes me want to drink. Right, here we go.
He's projecting maybe she's not fully healed from her relationship with her ex. I'm trying to figure out psychologically why she's so fucking obsessed with this abusive relationship I went through with Nader. And I think she sees a lot of similarities with her ex as well. And she even said, oh, they probably have the same circle of friends. And she actually did verbatim say that she knew that her ex was like friends with Nader. That's what she told me. And they had like similar group of friends. So that's what I'm saying. He's not, the situation is not yours. You can remove yourself from it. So I wasn't doing it as like a sign of disrespect for her to be like, oh, your fucking ex. I was just doing it, you know what I mean? And I guess I sunk low. I sunk low at that time. So yeah, I removed the video, but that was my reasoning for it. I just had enough of her being in my shit, you know? So
okay. Well, I understand. So like how do you think like people feel about that? Oh, real quick though, yeah, by the way, MFW had to dip. I think she has to go. I'm not sure if she has to work right now.
Lindsay,
she's texting me,
we're
but
writing
we've been
history
streaming for a little bit. But
yeah, I'm gonna go
some
too
people
soon, but
some people feel really uncomfortable about that. They think that it was a not so nice thing to do.
But they're okay with everything that she does to me, putting my aunt in her thumbnail.
You put your aunt in the video.
Completely inserting herself, showing up at my show. I'm sorry, the one thumbnail, I'm not gonna answer to that. She's done so fucking much to me, and I respectfully X'd out his face. She didn't do that with my aunt. She literally does a lot of...
But you didn't X out your aunt in your live stream, so if people can see your aunt in your live stream, then hey. At least to be, tell me which Jessica Messica video are you talking about? Which live stream? Can you give me the name so I don't waste my time, you know, looking through multiple? I just want to have the tea and whatnot. W says it wasn't her show. It wasn't Chantel's show, right?
Stuff.
It's like my show. Well, at least she can say that she was modeling and she did walk a catwalk. So she has that at least under her belt. Or should I say her fupa?
To me, and so I was proving a point, and that's it. People can stay mad. They are mad at the wrong person. They are okay with everything she does, and everything I do is not okay. And that's my final word on that. So
Okay, well, can
It
we
was a
get
public
you
show.
both on the same stream? Can we get you guys to have a chat? Like
Right,
no,
Aurora's-
because I'm going to be putting a restraining order on her. So
Okay, well, I guess
Yeah.
that will stop
Marina
that.
bees.
That-
Okay,
that-
thank you, Jackie.
I will not be talking. She will not be allowed. If it goes through, she will not be allowed to talk about me, and she will not be allowed to show up in my real life and fucking involve herself in any way.
Oh
So.
shit. Okay,
Mhm.
well, one or two more questions, right? Someone says that you do not pay taxes. Is that true?
No,
So you don't pay taxes.
Oxford, yeah.
no, I do pay taxes.
Okay.
You asked if that was true, so I said no.
Okay.
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 You-
Sorry. Okay. So
The proper
what-
question should have been, are you behind on filing your taxes? Because if you live in North America, you do technically pay your taxes, because whenever you buy something, a good or service, it is taxed, except, certain states have certain rules in terms of that, because, i.e. Delaware. What other state has certain rules in regards to that? I can't think at the top of my head, because of course I'm Canadian. But in effect, if you're going to buy something at like a store, convenience store, mom and pops, a chain, or online, you are paying taxes. So the proper question should have been, are you in arrears on your tax filings? And then she would be like, yes or no, and she'd probably be like, yes,
Why
I'm
would
in
they even
arrears.
say that? Like, what's that about? Why are people saying that?
Hide
now?
your husbands?
Because at one point I did admit that I talked about my taxes, and that's why.
Oh, so at one point
because people assume that when you do something wrong in your life at one point, that you're always forever going to be like that.
Cool, Janine.
That's what it comes. Yes, you see.
Okay,
So yeah.
Okay, I know what
So
you're
Right,
because
Lindsay?
I was having trouble with my taxes in the past, now I'm always forever going to be a non-taxpayer. And
So
and
someone-
furthermore,
no,
I don't even know
this-
why that's anyone's business.
They're
Why-
saying you're a
why-
liar. They're saying you're lying and that you're a liar. Listen, I told you though. Listen, you promised me. You're
Wow,
gonna tell
Lisa
the truth
B.
when you're on here, right?
Well, you promised me you're not going to ask me stupid questions.
I'm not
and
asking you stupid questions.
believe the
I'm-
dumb trolls in the chat. This is
No,
why.
I'm not
I get-
believing dumb trolls.
Right, Susie?
Listen, I'm just
Yes,
fucking
you
around.
are.
I'm just fucking around. I'm
Okay, do you
listen.
have any more intelligent questions for me?
Yeah,
before I
yeah,
go?
yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Wow,
so
look
as
at
far
her.
as, Nat-
Look at her with her eyes asking about, you have more intelligent questions. Wow, look at her go. Saucy. Saucy, saucy, saucy. Let's hear that again. Let me go back. Okay, here we go.
Stupid questions.
I'm not
and
asking you stupid questions.
believe the
I'm-
dumb trolls in the chat. This
No,
is why.
I'm not
I get-
believing dumb trolls. I'm just
Yes,
fucking
you
around.
are.
I'm just fucking around. And I'm
Okay, do you
listen.
have any more intelligent questions for me?
Yeah,
before I
yeah.
go?
Look
yes,
at her.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So as far as Natter and stuff like that
Right?
goes, are you
Attitude girl.
100% done with them?
You already you asked me
I need
this.
to know.
like,
I know. I really
1,000
want to know that.
fucking-
I
No, I'm
know
not answering that again because you asked me 100 times.
because I don't
So-
believe you are. I don't believe you are.
Well, then there's your answer. So why do you ask me then?
Oh, that's so frustrating. After what he put you through, why? Why?
Well, I'm telling you, I'm not with him, and you're not
She
believing me.
big
So why
mad.
do I have to
it's
keep
not-
answering your dumb
no,
fucking questions?
no, it's not that
You're
I-
believing dumb trolls who don't know
No,
anything
no,
about
that's
my
not,
life.
no. I'm not saying that. I
As
don't
an
believe you.
interviewer,
I'm not. Look.
this
what
is
I'm
why I
saying
don't want to come on your panel because you believe what they say. They're dumb.
No,
They-
that's not
How
what I'm
works?
saying.
Okay, I need
Oh,
proof that I'm
really?
with
She's
Natter.
mad again?
I need
No,
proof right now.
I'm not saying that you're with him. I'm
So
saying that I
then,
think you want to be with him.
well, why would you just assume that you like
It's a
that you know how
question.
someone feels?
Well, actually, he said things, so it's actually an opinion, but he should ask it in terms of a question. He said, I think, it'd be like, do you want to be with Natter? Or recently, have you thought about being with Natter?
Because of just the way I've seen you talk about him and stuff. You kind of go back and forth pretty frequently, so it makes me think that you are interested still.
Well, if people want answers to those questions, they can go on my channel because I talk about that literally every fucking day on my streams.
Yeah, this
So-
is the real her, Janine.
I think it's a fair
I was
question.
just up here to say hi to
Question.
Bad Boy Tragic, really, honestly.
No, go ahead.
Oh, look at
What's
her.
up? I appreciate that. By the way, thank you for the donation. Black Poodle said she is deflecting as usual. She put her family on YouTube, and it's all her fault that she's losing money. Stop providing this broad a hug box. I'm not giving her a hug box. I'm asking real questions, and I'm not like I don't think I'm being like a hug box. And anyways, tragic. You have any questions for Sean's Hall?
Oh, different to tragic now.
No, my
Exactly.
oldest son just got home, so
Exactly, Sean. See, it really an interview can be done correctly or incorrectly depending on just how or what questions are being asked. So if RSN actually asks questions in a different way, there would be different answers. Exactly.
All right,
Um,
listen, go do your thing. I hope I didn't upset you or you guys. I hope I didn't upset the chat either. I hope
I
everybody's
just find
doing
that
good.
the questions you ask are like the way you ask them are dumb. You ask them over and over the same
Yeah,
thing.
because
You
I
listen
worry
to the
that
trolls who are just
I
dumb and they don't know
worry.
anything. You
Look,
worry about your image
Where's
as a
Goldfinch?
reaction channel, just like everyone else. I
no,
hate that
no,
shit.
that's not
It's
what it is. No,
disingenuous.
that's not what it
Yes.
is. It's not disingenuous. Look. Do you want to know why? Do you want to know why I asked you questions about Natter? It's because like you've come on here and you said one thing about him, and then you come on and say a different thing, and then
But I
you come
don't.
on.
I explain that
Yep.
and you don't listen. Like I
Okay.
never. So I
You
guess
have
I
said
don't.
different.
all
You have said
Who
different things
cares at
about
this
him
point?
on
I'm
here.
so over with
Right,
Natter.
Daisy
People
and
keep
me?
bringing it up. Like people keep accusing me. I don't even come on here and talk about Natter. Do you
So
see
you
what I
don't
mean?
talk
And
about him
people ask
anymore.
me about him.
So you don't talk about him anymore on your channel.
Very barely, rarely. I was in a year-long abusive relationship with him, CJ. So
When was
where
the
do
last
you think?
video?
How long do you? What happened to
Oh,
you? Do
look
you
at
not
her
fucking still talk about
raging.
it sometimes?
Not
Do you
anymore.
still
But
want? Do you love the
not
woman?
anymore.
Do
Hey,
you
Amy
love the
Judy.
woman that fucked you over?
No.
Do you love the woman that fucked you over?
When
Do you
was
still
the
talk
last?
about it? Do
When
you
was
love
the
the
last
woman that
video?
fucked you over?
When
Do you
was the
love the
last
woman?
video? No, but when was the last
So
video
then,
you made
do
on
you still
him?
talk about her?
When was the last video you made on him?
Do you still? I haven't made a video on him in a long time. And what happened to me is very
Where's
recent. So sometimes
Goldfinch?
it's going to come up in my story. Yeah, it does. Does that mean I want to fucking marry him? No. Why are people acting brand new that I'm struggling emotionally with something that I fucking affected my life so badly for a whole year?
Well, why would you make a collage of Nader on October the 1st, which is the month that he actually acknowledged you as his girlfriend, his partner for 1
It's
week?
fucked up.
Look,
Can you
I
answer that?
think
understand
we're
that. I,
No,
I
you
just want
don't
to say one thing
understand.
before I go.
go ahead.
What I was going to say is I think, Arson brings this up because a lot of reaction channels bring this up. And even when you mention him just a little bit, there's 2,000 videos made about it. And then people, start thinking that maybe, you're going to start talking to him again or, start up a relationship with him again. So I think what Arson is trying to ask is, where do you stand with him? Is it done for forever? Is
For
there
sure,
ever
Corey.
a possibility that
Hey,
maybe
Marie,
you
what's up?
might start talking to him again, or is this over for
That's
good?
the thing. I can say
That's a
no
good
now. Am I a
question.
fucking future teller? No, I don't know what's going to happen in the future. My feelings right now, being honest, no, I don't want anything to do with him. We cannot be together anyways. There's so much shit that's happened legally, everything. Like we're both just, things don't just end abruptly, cut a fucking cord and it's done. Like yes, in a way, but there's a lot of emotional repercussions after. There's a lot of shit. Like people who are in abusive relationships deal with this shit for years and years after. So I don't know why I'm just expected
Wait
to
a
just
second.
fucking suck everything up and never have any feelings about it, especially on my own channel. That's
Exactly once Mamoose is done with Nads until he calls her. The way how she answers it, she leaves it open that yeah, she will talk to him again if the right circumstances are available. Because that's literally what she's saying. Because Tragic asked her, hey, are you talking to this guy or will you ever talk to him again? And she's like, literally, maybe, pretty much. If I have to boil her entire answer down to one word, it would be maybe or absolutely, depending on if it's present or future tense.
shit. Like people who are in abusive relationships deal with this shit for years and years after. So I don't know why I'm just expected to just fucking suck everything
Exactly,
up
Corey.
and never have any feelings about it, especially on my own channel. That's bullshit, and it's not going to happen that way. And I feel very fucking beat up by everyone in the community over just being honest about how I'm feeling about something. You know what I mean? It's
Understand.
like,
The reason why people ask about
Yeah, she does.
because it's something that was infected in my life and it's on my channel. Yeah,
Move
it's something
on.
good that happened to me. Of course I'm going to bring him up.
yeah, I understand.
You know?
Understandable. Well,
I don't plan to bring him up. It just happened. So anyway, that's it. I guess.
I think Foodie Beauty is watching right now. How are you doing, Foodie?
I don't know. I think just people just completely it's just obvious people just misunderstand the situation completely. And I think they do it purposely a lot of the time. For drama and for something to talk about, you know?
maybe.
Well, I think a lot of people are just casual
Including
viewers. They
you,
don't really
CJ.
get to see everything. But I
What's
think
up,
this
H
is a
Quinn?
good platform for you to come on here to tell everybody what's up.
Hey,
But,
balanced opinion.
Mhm.
the way that RSN, offers it up, it's like, tell us what's going on. What's the real deal? So
Yeah.
No,
that's
but he's
how I
like
see it.
accusatory about it a bit, and he asks me over and over the same things. Like when
Because
you
it
know I just
changes.
answered you.
It changes
You know.
frequently. That's
It
why.
does change. Your answer does change.
Well, not really. I mean, you know.
I mean, I'm just saying. I've
I've
heard.
only been on here like a few times.
I mean, there's been times where I've heard that he's a piece of shit. That charges might be
Of course,
pressed.
Right, Sean
my
C?
feelings change. That happens to every
That's what
woman
I.
in an abusive
That's
relationship.
what I mean. That's what I mean. That's why I ask, because it changes. That's the only
Okay.
reason why I ask.
Well, goodbye.
Oh, she's gone. And that was
Well,
it.
there you go, guys.
She's done. Rage
Listen, I'm
quit.
so
Sensitive,
sorry.
sensitive, touchy
Right then
subject.
and there.
I guess so. I guess.
Yeah.
I guess it is.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
well, that's it. Mic drop, sound check. There we go. So that was it with Foodie Beauty being on RSN. I guess they're no longer friends again for the time being. She didn't like the questions being asked, but then why go up on the panel? This is what I don't understand. If you don't like that people are going to ask you hard pressing questions, then why go on the panel and hang out? Maybe Foodie Beauty can answer this. But hey, that was it. That's what happened with RSN about 6 hours ago. Excuse me. So what I'm gonna do is I'll be back later. I'm gonna make sure my cats are okay. Then we're gonna do some stuff together with my kitty cats. I'm gonna show them on my third channel. It's called Monty Does Stuff, where I do any and all sorts of stuff: cooking, cleaning, playing with my cats, going out, trying new socks. Not trying new socks. Well, actually, maybe I will try new socks, but trying new snacks and whatnot, etc., etc., etc. Thanks for coming around, everybody. I really, really, really appreciate you. Smash that like button, and I'll be back in about an hour and a half or so to show my cats. Right now, it's getting pretty dark, but I will still be showing them. I'll just turn my my Porsche lights on, and we'll have a little bit of bees in with Martha and Lola. I'm actually not sure about Lola, because Lola, as soon as she's on the Porsche, she does her own thing, and she's gone. But for sure, Martha will be around because we are like Batty and Bench, Martha and I. I don't know which one of us is Batty or which one of us is Bench, but if you know that saying, one of us is the Batty and one of us is the Bench. Have a good one, everybody. If I don't see you, I don't see you. If I see you tomorrow, I see you tomorrow. If I don't, then I'll see you another time. But take care of yourselves and have a good one. Bye-bye.